for a while now, but Greg Sankey talking at the meeting says an 18 playoff without automatic qualifiers is something that we would consider. Said the league's been open to the 18 playoff, but again, they all have to be at-large selections. And, of course, that would be the SEC's benefit right there, would be not to have automatic qualifiers, because then they could, in theory, send 3-4 teams into half the field of the 18 playoff. But if you do automatic qualifiers, at best they would get maybe 3. So that's why they would not be for automatic qualifiers, but they are in favor of an 18 playoff. And then he also mentioned that the whole idea of an SEC championship, playoff, whatever, basically their own version of the college football playoff. On that, it doesn't sound like it's very much of a likelihood, and it does sound like it's more or less just kind of like saber rattling, if anything. But the possibility of staging its own playoff, Sankey said, according to Ross Dellinger, it was an idea that is still in a folder someplace, and that he doesn't sound serious about the notion. However, there is no CFP plan beyond 2025, so plenty of options are on the table. And he basically said, like, we don't have any other options, so we're trying to come up with options. But I'll maintain that the SEC playoff idea, I think, is just really barking. I think it's like trying to get people to move in the same direction and try to get something done. And that would not crown a national champion. That would crown the SEC champion, which we already have a championship game for. So I guess you'd scrap the championship game, add a couple of teams or add 6 teams, and then do a little tournament. But that doesn't make very much sense, because there's no scenario that really makes it make sense, because it doesn't make sense. And that's why I'm not taking it all that seriously and don't believe we're going to see that.
There's no freaking way, no matter how big their balls might be or how big they think they are, that they're going to allow one conference with 14 or 20 teams to dictate who is the college football national champion. There are some schools outside the conference who would laugh their asses off at even the idea. But you can do that because right now it's posturing.
Yeah, but if you said, hey, we're in the national champion, like, did you play Ohio State, Michigan, USC, Florida State, Clemson? Did you play? No,
even if you've beaten them 20 times in a row, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, I mean that's again, I think it's just him kind of setting the tone.
Alliance to me.
Yeah, it could be. But I think it's just more barking than anything, and said that something sooner rather than later regarding football scheduling will get done. But it looks like they're focusing on the single division model, and not so much what a lot of people have proposed with pods and all this other stuff. I guess in theory there would be pods, because you'd have your 1 or your 3 regular opponents. So in theory there's pods, but looking like a single division model, that's the direction they're moving towards. So a lot coming out of the SEC meetings.
All right, thanks to Emery Winter, Levi Carroll.